You know, you hear a lot of myths about E85. Now, if you look inside the Marauder, we are literally in the hole with a bore scope looking at both valves. These are 9-threaded C-head valves, and you can see both valves as well as the throat down to the valves. All of it is clean, and this is without a catch can. So even without a catch can, the bore is very, very clean. The myth out there that it was going to be gunked up with black nonsense and trash is just that, a myth. It's bullshit. Of course, there are people out there that are going to hate, and they don't understand how this stuff works. The next step we're going to do is take a bore scope to the cylinders itself when we do the plugs and look at those as well. Anywho, the supercharger installation is going well, and I'll see you around. What's going on, guys? We got everything going on out here today. As usual, Marauder's up back on the ramps. Gonna finish up the bong for the oil return for the supercharger. 60-pound or 52-pound injectors have been installed. Injectors are running great. Tune looks good. The Cobra, green Cobra, preparing to run fuel lines, at least that one 8AN line. I'm gonna make a trace and get the spiders out of the car. Got to do that. 98 Cobra, the Kenne bell. Of course, had to change that AC pulley again. Well, not the pulley, but the whole compressor. The compressor's been replaced, the vacuum's been pulled, and I've started to charge the unit. I had to do a little bit more charging. We put a triple R thumper pulley in there. We'll have to get a replacement belt. The belt they sent was the wrong size, and everything else on the car looks good. She's going to be due for a fuel tank replacement as well, because we got to replace that fuel tank. So I've got things taken apart in anticipation of Dyno Day. Of course, you know, Dyno Day, you want to make sure everything works phenomenally. You don't want anything breaking on the dyno. We don't want any belt failures. So what I went ahead and did is from the 97 Cobra, we have that triple R thumper tensioner. I installed that. I'm not using the billet tensioner here because of the sizing and to go along with the Kenne bell. Also, of course, we're checking all our pulleys, make sure no shafts have any play, because when we're sending it, we want to keep it in the car. We don't want it coming out of the hood. We don't want it coming out the ground, or hitting the ground, rather. If you look under here, one of the biggest things that we had going on was an AC clutch failure, so I have a new AC clutch installed. That's the old AC clutch over there. We've got that done. All that suspension is sitting under there and looking pretty, how it's supposed to. Let's get back up here. I don't have much else to do on the car, so we're doing that portion of it to get prepared for the dyno. For some updates on the build here, the only thing I have left is the transmission and the fuel system. We have a lot of custom work to do with the transmission, but that hasn't quite gotten here yet. We're going to go over the body. I'm going to start stripping the interior so that we can run a few more wire harnesses that we need to do. In addition to doing the fuel lines up underneath, we've also got the fuel tank, and that's going to be the triple hat, four innovations triple hat. One thing that I've got on this car, of course, is that since we're going to be using that triple fuel hat, we also need to make sure that the tank is sumped properly. So we're going to put a sump in the tank, in the fuel tank, so that those fuel pumps keep that fuel at all time. We'll probably be going with twin Hellcat pumps in this one more than likely. Those are Walbro 525 liter per hour pumps. Everything's going good here. Of course, Marauder's sitting where she needs to be, and the Cobra's sitting where she needs to be. Literally everything's being worked on right now, but I have to plan my work out, and I have to do it in stages in order for the best effect to happen between all these cars. We got some mess to clean up. I've also need to tear that transmission down, so if anyone needs a transmission case, there'll be what should be a good transmission case as well, and we'll probably have a video coming up on that. And I know I've said that a lot, but we're trying to get to it. We've just got a lot going on, especially with working away. So we're just crunching everything together, and we're going to make the best effect. Now, the one thing I need to do is all these girls need to be washed, so we're going to probably be doing some washing out here today, too, just to make this stuff look way better. All right, guys. Well, I'm glad that I was able to update you a little bit. I know things have been going slowly, but I've been picking up the pace, and we're just trying to get things knocked out.